I think Adesanya fighting for a title again hurts me.
Yeah.
But I understand. It seems like the fight that was going to happen, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's an interesting fight. I can see Adesanya just piecing him up for 5 rounds. But in saying that, Dricus is tough as nails and he's awkward. I can also see Dricus getting in there and just making it awkward and you know, like, I don't know, taking him out of his rhythm. Because we saw when Adesanya fought Strickland pushing that pace and moving into his space changed the rhythm of the fight. Adesanya didn't adapt to that very well. And I think if Dricus does the same, he might have the same sort of success.
But now when you look at these two on paper, of course, Izzy's the better kickboxer. Everybody talks shit about Dricus and that his kickboxing isn't very effective, okay? It's ugly to look at. But I tell you what, it is effective because other than Sean Strickland, this man has taken out everyone in vicious fashion. Izzy's taller, Izzy's longer, Izzy's quicker. Dricus is more powerful, and that's a fact. And Dricus is a better grappler, and he's not scared either. He is not scared of Israel Adesanya. The man is dying to get his hands on it. So that's an exciting fight, and I cannot wait for it. Who do you think wins that fight? Dricus versus Izzy? They're leaning towards Dricus. But don't tell Izzy.
According to Du Plessis and Izzy themselves, they did a workout. It was in like Thailand. It was a wrestling workout, and that Du Plessis was more advanced. This was many years ago, but when you do talk about some keys to victory, it would seem like he needs to wrestle him.
Oh yeah, we trained in Thailand together. I think I was 19 years old at the time. He had quite a record in MMA already back then. I was 3-0, I think. Yeah, I was 3-0 when we trained together. But he said, I beat him in the grappling exchanges. He's 100% correct in that. I did manhandle him.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, you're facing Adesanya, who is going to have an advantage on a technical level against anyone in that division. So, can he really get that much better in preparation for Adesanya? I don't know. I think his style is already sufficient to pose some problems for Adesanya. So more than anything else, I think it's about managing his training and not going too crazy.
I would lean towards Israel. In that fight. I think he's had some time off. And when you have as much time as he had off, when you come back for me specifically, when I come back after time off, I feel like I'm a much better fighter than I was. So I would assume that that applies universally. Israel's an intelligent fighter as well, so I'm sure he's taking advantage of his time off. I think he's a better counter striker. If Dricus wants to put the pressure on him, it may not be to his benefit. With that being said, Dricus is a buzzsaw. He can definitely get a hold of him. Apparently he's strong, so if he gets a hold of Israel with his grappling, it may not go too well for him. I do not like picking fights, but I will give my analysis at every turn. So I would lean more towards Israel in that fight.
I think if we're going to go strength-wise, I'm giving a strength advantage to obviously the physical specimen in Dricus.
Yeah.
You're going to go grappling-wise, I'm giving the edge to Dricus. And if we're going to go diversity in attacks and being able to style with the feints and everything, Izzy all day. Kickboxing, boxing. I'm leaning towards Izzy with that by far.
Yes, absolutely. I think I've watched Izzy, like I said, we've trained together way before he was in the UFC, and his striking is unbelievably good. That does not mean anything when there's a contrasting style. That does not mean anything when... So, yeah, he is an incredible fighter, and he's very nearing the greatest of all time middleweights. I know for a fact that if I get in there, it's going to be different. At the end of the day, everybody goes, oh, this guy fights so weird. This guy, it's, if they immediately go to, this guy is shit, or this is not how you fight. That's not how you fight, because they don't know how I fight.
Yeah. I don't know how he gets it done. He's not a smooth striker. Yeah, he's not a smooth striker like Pereira. He's not like he's got the wrestling, but it's not like top level Derek Brunson type wrestling, in terms of that weight class. He's got to make it a bar fight, you know. And I think that's the only way that he gets it done. But then again, I said something very similar when I said he was going to fight Robert Whittaker. Robert Whittaker's he's going to be the better technician. He's going to sniper. He's going to just pot shot him. He's going to let him get tired. Then he's going to take over. And shit, I was wrong.
I think because he's not super flashy, because he doesn't do crazy things and he doesn't really do things that stand out amazingly, people overlook him.
I mean, yeah, Robert Whittaker, like I said, smart guy. He could see what a lot of people fail to see, and that is a style that people are used to. People are used to certain styles. They don't know our style. They don't know how we put this whole thing together. And he saw that, and that's why he said, I'm the most dangerous opponent he's ever faced. You are as good as your last performance. What did his last performance look like against Whittaker? Yeah, he beat him. It was a close fight. What did my last performance against Whittaker look like? So right now, that's how I plan on beating him.
He even said it himself in the post-fight press conference. Look at Izzy's fights against Whittaker, and then look at my fight against Whittaker. Simple deductive reasoning, simple fight mathematics. I beat him faster than Izzy did, so I'm going to go out and beat Izzy. That's not always true. Dricus has a very tall task ahead of him. But Dricus proved to us all that he is that dude, and he deserves to be right where he is. So I think Izzy's got more weapons. I think Izzy obviously has more championship fights, which then would give him more championship experience, more championship mentality. But can Dricus go out there, steal the show, and shock the world? Definitely a possibility. With that build, with that talent, I think it's definitely a possibility. If I had to put money on it, I think Izzy still has the edge.
As far as preparation goes, with Adesanya, there's a more of a blueprint to beating Adesanya, I believe. Even though he's so good and it's so hard to implement that blueprint, I think there is a clear path to victory versus Adesanya.
He's got this fight potentially set up with Izzy that's going to have all kinds of drama and fire. We talked about it, right? I mean, he jumped right in there. I mean, he made it happen. He wanted this, and Izzy wants this. More importantly, Izzy wants this, which makes it great when two guys want the fight and are going to fight, and there's bad blood. The fight's going to be awesome.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think Dricus is gonna. I think he's gonna pull it off. You know, I think Izzy could catch him. Well, it's kind of weird, man. Like, if you watch the fight until I got cut, and again, a fight's a fight happens. Until I got cut, I mean, like, I was living in a matrix. You know, I took a hit, and I got cut, and then it kind of made it a little bit more even than it should. But if that never happened, you know, he would not have hit me one time. But you know, it's a fight, man. Time will tell.
Listen, that was a close fight against Sean Strickland, okay? It was a close fight. But I thought he won the fight fair and square. And what he did show was an ability to take Sean down whenever he wanted to. In fact, the takedowns that he hit on Sean, they were very slick, they were perfectly timed, and they were executed perfectly. Mixed it up with the punches, level changed, took him down, and every time it was a clean takedown, okay? And if Dricus can do that to Sean, right, there's a good possibility he can do that to Israel Adesanya.
Trust me, like, you understand. I'm here now. I'm gonna f this guy up. I'm gonna torture this guy. No. I'm gonna torture this guy.
If I get him to the floor, it is not even a fight. It's not even a fight. If I just get my hands on him, it's not even a fight. I will manhandle him.
Look, after that uncomfortable interaction inside the octagon with Adesanya, I'm all in on that one. I know there are going to be a lot of people that go, why would Izzy deserve a championship opportunity? Well, sometimes it's about the story. And Izzy and Dricus have a story that's already written.
Never use your anger in an emotional way. You can use your anger like I use in the Brunson fight, like I use in the Costa fight. You can use your anger to fuel you and be deadly.
He can use all the fuel he needs. There's not enough fuel in the world for him to beat me. He knows. Now he knows. Now he feels. And I could see how little of a man he is. I could feel it in there. I'm glad he got in there, because now I've been in between those 8 sides with him, and I could see, I already see it in my mind. I know how he looks in that cage, and I know I'm going to knock him out.